Hello and welcome to eLagaan Whiteboard Fridays, where we look at various tax and compliance related issues in a user-friendly fashion. Today we will look at incorporation options that are available in India. We have been hearing a lot about new company law coming into effect in India. So let's relook at what are the options available now and how the new company law also impacts the existing options. So the first and the foremost, the very basic way of doing business in India has been a sole proprietorship. It is a one-person company kind of thing, like there is only a one owner who can start a business. The good part about sole proprietorship is it's a very fat-free kind of a business model where you don't need any specific registrations to start business or to incorporate. There is no incorporation involved in sole proprietorship. All you need is various business licenses that is needed to run your business. For example, if you are providing services, you may need a service tax, or if you are into trading, then you will need a VAT or CST kind of a registration. The next option, the disadvantage with sole proprietorship is it's a one-person thing. So if you want to grow or expand your business, if you want to decentralize things, then ownership cannot be distributed in proprietorship. The next option available is general partnership. So general partnership has also been around for ages. This has not been very popular because of some fundamental inherent problems in general partnership. But anywhere, if you have two or more people to do business with, then you can form a general partnership. Both sole proprietorship and general partnership are of unlimited liability. That means if anything goes wrong with the business, then your personal assets and your personal credentials would also be at stake. So that's one reason why these two businesses are not doing so great in India, in the sense for businesses who want to grow much more faster, who wants to grow into a more national or a global scale, because unlimited liability is something which people are really concerned about. So generally, if you see, small businesses are associated with these two forms of doing business. In general partnership, you need absolute trust between the partners. That's what one of the inherent problems that I spoke about. Otherwise, even if one partner, say there are 5, 6, 10 people who has come together to form a GP, then even if one person wants, fundamentally they can bring down the whole business and force you to close the business and start in a new name or new form. So that's one reason general partnership is generally popular in very few communities and very few specific reasons. Not very popular, but yes, again you see some instances there. So this is about the first two types. Now let's talk about this one-person company, which is a new entrant into the list, and this has been introduced by the new company law, which has recently come into impact from April 2014. So one-person company is a kind of a limited liability company where only one person can form a company. So till now, limited liability companies or limited liability businesses were all associated with multiple people. So if one person wanted to start a limited liability company, it was not allowed. So with one person company now, this is possible. You can form OPC with just one person and still have limited liability. One person company fundamentally is same as a private limited company, and we'll speak about OPC in much more detail in our next video, but it is more or less similar as a private limited company, just that only one person is allowed to be an owner. You also need to nominate a person who would, in case if the current owner dies, or if there is an incapacitation of the current owner, then the nominee would take charge. So one person company should always have one nominee right from incorporation till any point. You can always change a nominee. So, but yes, right from incorporation you need a person. Then comes limited liability partnership. Limited liability partnership is an advanced version of GP, so it's a partnership firm. It's not a company, it's called firm actually, but governed by the registrar of companies only. So here the good thing about limited liability is it has all the flavors of general partnership and private limited companies and sits in between both. So you can now form a limited liability partnership business with 2 or more people. And private limited company, this has been one of the most popular for growing businesses, especially in the startups, still the grown companies. One of the most renowned business types from India. So private limited has retained a lot of its flavor. With the new company law, a lot of new changes has come, and we'll speak about it in much more detail as we cover private limited company in detail in another video. But fundamentally, the way the new company law has been designed or has been structured is to actually promote much more better governance, corporate governance into the company, so that people have much more credibility and they are much more assured when they are doing business. Some of the scams, some of the misuse of the previous company law has forced and some of the best global practices all put together has been brought into new company law. Initially, I'm also seeing a lot of hue and cry in the initial days as the new company law is kicking in, because people are not habituated of such stringent laws. So a lot of penalties has been increased, a lot of compliance and formalities have been increased. So this is just a dust which will settle down in some time. People will get habituated of it. It's just that we are not habituated of running businesses in a much more governed fashion. We feel surprised as to why private limited companies. So a lot of things which were earlier associated with a public limited company has now been extended to a private limited company, so as to ensure a much more transparency in the way things are maintained, the business is conducted, the records are maintained, and a lot of scope for backdated filings and stuff has been removed away. People were earlier misusing things. So time frames has been defined, penalties has been strictened, and the amounts has been revised to much higher amount. Multiple areas where penalties could run into lakhs and crores of rupees if proper compliances are not done. So this is one thing which has been impacted the most private limited because of its popular nature, and a lot of new changes has brought in. So the new company law actually makes private limited company a much more governed and a transparent company. The same thing also applies to one-person companies. Certainly some exemptions are available as compared to private limited, but one-person company in all practical sense is something very similar to a private limited, except that you just need to have one promoter or one member only. Then comes the public limited, the highest form of doing business in India. Public limited is like when you can actually start issuing shares to public. You can even go to listing. So public limited are the only companies which can be listed on stock exchanges for public trading and all. Not much changes here because some of the new governance standards, compliances and stuff which has been introduced. Few things has been reformed, but more or less not too many changes for public limited companies. So the most impacted one is private limited, and one-person company has been brought in. So these are primarily the incorporation options that is available in India, based on your business needs, based on your growth plans, based on your hiring strategy, based on your funding requirements, based on your customer base, based on your geographies where you want to operate. You should take a call. Sole proprietorship, good to do local business. Very local means very short geography business. Again, you can always expand proprietorship business to multi-crores and millions of dollars, but typically most of the businesses who are starting small, who does not really want to go through an incorporation hurdles and maintaining a lot of books and stuff, they generally choose to go for sole proprietorship. General partnership where multiple people come together, again popular in very few locations. Not very popular business type, but it has certain advantages. You can actually act. So sole proprietorship is not a different entity, it's not a legal entity in itself. So proprietor is the legal entity. In general partnership you get that privilege. If you register a general partnership, you can actually operate it as a separate legal entity. But both of them are unlimited liability, and we have already spoke about one person company, LLP, private limited, and then the public limited company. These are the primarily incorporation options. Some more options that is available are branch office or a subsidiary kind of thing, which is currently we'll speak about it as a suitable time comes. So that's it in eLagaan Whiteboard Friday today. Feel free to drop us an email at support@elagaan.com for any queries you have, or check out our knowledge base at elagaan.com/kb. Thank you for attending eLagaan Whiteboard Friday. Thank you.